Hello, this is Coy Williams with Coastal Elite Roofing. I'm here today at 1524 AD Eason Road, Claxton, Georgia 30417. I'm here assisting Mr. Wayne Eason on his claim. I'm not sure which numbers to exactly write out, but I wrote out H02424GA 0007752. So today I am here doing a repair video. As we can see, there's obvious damages with creasings on this shingle and all around over there on the right side of my riding by this pipe jack. Up there, just going to zoom in, up here on the very edge of the ridge, missing shingle down there, missing dragon tooth down there, dragon tooth right there. Kind of assuming this is going to be replaced since the flashing is already blown up, but there is some soft spots here, so I do believe there's some leaking going on. I do advise that this get fixed ASAP. So today, as you know, I'm going to be taking this shingle out and replacing it with a similar shingle. I am going to be testing the repairability factors of it. I will be seeing if shingles around it experience any mat transfer. If mat transfer occurs, as we know in the insurance policy, the proper way to seal down shingles would be to have a natural adherent. So applying silicone, some type of adhesive like silicone, tar, anything that is marketed to seal down shingles from damage does not reflect the like kind of quality of the insurance policy and the homeowner's policy. So I'm simply just going to be testing for mat transfer and to see if these shingles are repairable, merely the fact. So as you know, I'm going to be testing this shingle. Let me get some chalk out. I have my snake, so hopefully that doesn't slide. Let me get my chalk real quick and use a different color. Perfect. So this is my shingle all the way to here. So as we can see, this shingle, I have to remove the nails out of this. So it's going to be affecting this shingle right here. Oh, it's already unadhered. It will be affecting this shingle. So one shingle, two shingle. I'm going to hold my phone as still and the best way possible as I can throughout this thing. So I'm going to begin. As you can see, I would assume that this shingle would be replaced because this tooth right here is missing. So I'm going to begin. I'm going to get underneath this one. As you can see, it's already unadhered. Oh, as you can see, there is mat transfer already on this one. I don't even want to continue because mat transfer is something that simply is coverable by insurance, and I do believe that there are multiple instances on this where mat transfer is a thing. This shingle has been unadhered for quite some time. I didn't do anything to unadhere that. So I do believe the proper way to put this back down would be to silicone, tar, or some type of adherent, but that does not reflect like kind of quality and does not return this home back to pre-loss condition. And my fear is that there's a few other damaged shingles along this slope and multiple slopes on this main house that mat transfer is going to lead to collateral above it. So it goes all the way to here where it's adhered, and if we come down to this side, it's still adhered. So I'm going to try to go up from this side. These shingles are starting to split, the laminated parts. That's why I just had to go back over that. The laminated parts are coming undone. So this shingle This shingle is completely unadhered. I'll come down here to this side and lift up and see if there's any. We got mat transfer all right here. We got a rusted nail, so that shows me that there's a leak above this. I know that's not coverageable, but all that gray is where adherence should be. This is the shingle coming off. So all that gray right here below that nail, that is mat transfer. That is supposed to be sealed down shut, and it's not going to just fix itself. So makes me fear if I go up to this undamaged shingle. This shingle looks fine. If I go up to this damaged shingle, it is going to cause damage to that, and I simply just can't. I mean, as you can see, this one's already unadhered. I mean, look. Wind was blowing so hard that the shingle couldn't naturally adhere back down on this end, because it's just going to continue to flap. This will forever will be a weak spot. So I do believe with this built up debris, that's wind driven debris. I mean, simple as that. I am not going to continue with this repair video because I have reported mat transfer on this shingle, which I have mat transfer on the shingle above it, and this shingle above this shingle is not damaged. But if I was to remove the shingle and repair this one, I have 2 prime examples. I mean, 2 out of 2, we can try to go 3 out of 3. I just can't do it. And with this property, we have these shingles that are obviously ripped up. I have to get this shingle right here is ripped up. It's already affecting this one. Oh, that's already affected. That one's still adhered, so maybe we can save that one. But then again, we come down to the end of it, it's still adhered. But more than likely, since we have mat transfer down here, mat transfer will occur here. I'm just trying to, oh my Lord. So this was covered during my inspection. I didn't move the tarps merely for the fact because rain was coming in, the roof was still kind of moist. But with all the shingles missing on the main house, the office, and even the shed, the only thing that would return this home to its original condition, a pre-loss condition, will be to replace this roof. So please review this video. I will be getting up on the office here shortly, and we'll be attaching that video to the end of this one. Thanks. I am now on the office building of 1524 AD Eason Road, Claxton, Georgia, 30417. As you can see, the office has some significant damage here. Missing shingle here, all along this. Missing shingle there. Missing shingles all along this whole slope. I have them documented in my photo report attached below, or attached in this email as well. I'm going to use this shingle right here as my test shingle. Since it's in the middle of the slope, it needs to be replaced. We have one above it here. We have one to the left here. So I'm just going to get my chalk real quick. So as you can see, this is going to be my test shingle. Here. All the way to here. Now I did measure the width and the exposure of the current shingles. The width is at a 39 1/4, and the exposure is right at 5 inches. I know that is a state code minimum, but it is not recommended in this area merely because of the amount of weather, storms, and rain that we get. Just as a little side note there. So as you can see, this will be my test shingle. I have to get up underneath this one. This one is fully adhered all the way across, even down here in the corner, except here. So this is the only unadhesion. You can see that this dragon's tooth is completely ripped off, and they only have 2 tar lines here, which seems odd. You will see that this shingle exposes this shingle above it that is completely undamaged, and this shingle over here as well looks like that's it. It's just those two shingles. I'm gonna get started. So I'm gonna grab a roof snake, start removing this one. So as you can see, right here, this is unadhered. Before I start, I'm going to show you the mat transfer that has already occurred. All that gray right there is dried tar with material from the top of the shingle here, just completely unadhered down. I would have to, yes, this shingle has a missing dragon's tooth, but this shingle, if it wasn't damaged and it didn't have mat transfer, it would have naturally adhered back down. It's a pancake. So I would have to put silicone and tar on this, which is unlike kind in quality. So in good conscience, in the homeowner's best interest, this is not a reliable option for repairs just because mat transfer is so apparent on already these two main structures. I do have the shed to look at in just a minute. I'm going to continue, since this shingle is already damaged and we know that it needs to be repaired. I'm going to go ahead and go across, and I'm going to document any mat transfer that may come up on this shingle, because it'll probably happen on these. So I'm just going to make sure it's unadhered. Oof. I can hear it cracking. That's not what you want to hear. You can hear the popping and the cracking. And I'm using the insurance approved roof snake to unadhere this shingle. So as you can see, this shingle is fully unadhered now. It needs to be replaced because it is damaged, but I wanted to witness any mat transfer going on. We can see all the snap, crackle, and pop going on. All right here, all the way along it. Just because that corner, you can see it. Mat transfer here. Mat transfer everywhere. All right there. And get up to the corner. The shingle's already damaged, folks. So we have dust, debris. That's all mat transfer. It won't naturally adhere back down. So you're supposed to be able to push on it. There's nothing. I'm not going to move further with this repair on this test shingle because of the mat transfer being occurred, knowing it's going to spread throughout the collateral shingles above it. And that'll be the case for here and the rest of the shingles here going up to the ridge over there where we have all these missing shingles documented. I'm going over to the shed next. This is the last shelter of Wayne Eason's claim. I'm over here on the little utility shed here. As you can see, we got missing shingles here. My test shingle is here. We have a missing dragon tooth here on the edge. As you can see, there's pretty significant damage all the way down. There's some creasing down there on the edge, but it's a little unsturdy, so I do not want to walk down there. Right here, got a shingle tear there. I don't know what that's from. It was here when I got here. Maybe something hit it, but definitely something that needs to be fixed. Yeah, so I'm going to start with, as you can see, these shingles are creased. Want to get a good test shingle that could show if repairs are possible. That's really the thing. If repairs are doable, I want to do them. I just don't think that this roof is acceptable to some repairs. So what I'm going to do is get underneath this shingle, as you know, like I've done in the past. This shingle is going to affect this one, this edge one. That's it. It's just two shingles, just two, one, two. So as you know, I'll be as courteous and as light as I can. This roof is a little more unsturdy than I usually walk. I usually don't walk unsturdy roofs, but I'm gonna get up underneath this one, all the way across, go from there. That was pretty easy. hear that popping. Yeah, you can hear that popping. There we go. This shingle is fully unadhered, so I'm going to document to see if there's any mat transfer on this one as well. I mean, as you can see, right here, this is be tar. It will not actually go down. There is nothing to this roof to go back down to. There's no tar on this underlayment of this shingle. There's no beads. You got mat transfer right here. It's all just balled up with granules on top. Like that. Balled up there. All that gray that you see is supposed to be tar. And it's not. So I'm going to stop this repair video as well, since majority of storms do come from that direction, not from this beautiful view behind me. Yes, I'm going to stop this test on this shingle as well. Because of the mat transfer, I do believe it'll be on all facets of all the properties, as all the roofing materials do match. I do believe this is something that needs to be explored and looked at and examined a little bit more thoroughly. And I do to hopefully provide you with the utmost assistance to get this done in a timely manner. If you would, just examine this whole video. I know it's long, and I appreciate your time. Thank you.